since the NBA started so far, or at least since last week when we chatted about it? Any big takeaways?
Um, the Bulls. The Bulls are 6-1 right now. That I think that's really crazy to me. Josh Giddey is probably going to be an all-star this year, but I feel like a lot when it happens, a lot of people are going to say that that trade with OKC was a bad trade, and I still don't really think it was. I think like in hindsight, you would have liked to. Because I'm pretty sure they, in the trade, OKC gave up Giddy plus another asset to get Caruso. So in hindsight, you probably would have wanted to do the opposite of like um, giving up, getting back Caruso plus an asset for Giddy. But at the same time, I just think that Giddy is thriving right now because the ball is in his hands. That was never going to be the case on OKC. Shea's going to have the ball, and number two is going to be Jalen Williams. Um, so I think that it's one of those like fit things. And I think Caruso fits this team a lot better because he doesn't need the ball. He's just in there playing defense, doing threes, shooting threes. Um, but yeah, they're just a very big surprise. I didn't expect that because they've just been in hell these past couple of years. It feels like Bucks and Ryan Rollins, yeah, have been pretty good. I still have any. I don't have any faith in this roster to make any noise in the playoffs, but I think that they're going to be a playoff team for sure. Um, but it does kind of suck just to see them not really be a competitive team, in my opinion. Um, and then outside of that, OKC, only undefeated team, still looking like they're, gonna either get back to the championship or come really darn close to it. The Lakers are also 6-2 without LeBron, with Luka missing some time. So I think Austin Reeves has played him, and we'll get into it a little bit, but Austin Reeves has played himself into a lot of money. And I'm happy that he did not take the contract they were offering him. And I think he's very happy he didn't take the contract they were offering him because he's going to make a lot more than that. Uh, and yeah, I think that, it's still early. A lot of things are up for grabs still, but Memphis sucks. I will say that, which I don't know if they expected to be really good this year anyway, but they did get a lot of draft capital for that Desmond Bane trade. So, um, not that bad. And then on the other end of that, Desmond Bane has not looked good in Orlando, and Orlando has not looked that good either. So, it'll be interesting to see, of course, very, very early on in the season, but to see, what's going to happen with those teams moving forward.
Hmm. Yeah. We pretty much had a lot of overlaps as well too. When I was saying Giannis is looking like Giannis, I don't know how far they're going to get into the playoffs, but as long as he stays healthy and knowing that the East is very shaky right now, I don't think they're going to be a play-in team. I think they can potentially be like a top four seed. So we'll see by the end of the year where that kind of gets them at, or at least in the MVP standings. I know it's early as hell. And like you said, the Bulls are 6-1. And Josh Giddey is playing great. He's averaging damn near triple double, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. I've always been high on him, and one thing I wanted him to kind of do is improve his jump shot because I always thought he was obviously Shea started off as a point guard, and then when he got traded, he to OKC originally, he was a two guard, then transitioned back to the one guard when CP3 left. But I always thought that the true point guard for OKC was Josh Giddey. And I know, like you said, a lot of people may look back at this one day and say that the Bulls won the trade or why did they give him up? I'm not really thinking that. They won a championship, and for that team itself, he just didn't fit for them to have a extended playoff run because he couldn't space the floor as well too. But right now he's shooting 50% um, from the field, I believe, and over 40% from three. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. We'll see how that goes. I know it's only been 7 weeks and two full 2.5 weeks of the NBA season, so we'll see what's good with that. And then Tyrese Maxey averaging the 76ers are 5-2, averaging 34 points, eight rebounds and 5 assists, I believe. And he's shooting 49% from three, which is crazy. Right now, obviously, Joel Embiid, I still want to give him a little bit more time, but kind of like what you said last week or the week before, his knees kind of look shot and he's not looking dominant defensively like he once was. So maybe he's thinking that too. And he's saying, hey, we have a lot of depth, especially at the guard position. We got a former head coach that has championship pedigree. PG still on his way back. McCain just made his return. Maxi, this is your team. So if they're going to play off of that and you have a Joel Embiid as a second, third option, then that looks good for you. So we'll see what happens with them as well too.